Hello and thank you for joining. Today we are going over the average scenario of the way I bring a person through a crystal bed session. Now, obviously, since we each have our own modalities that we're bringing in, our own gifts, and especially our clients are so diverse, we can't expect to hold the exact pattern that I'm showing you today. However, you can take away with you the flavor of what I am bringing through. Now, with the crystal bed, there is so much more than meets the eye, and part of the challenge is to get a client into a receptive state that they can really benefit from all of what the crystal bed offers. And so with that, we're going to bring in our first client and work with them. Hi, Winnie. Great to see you here. Please have a seat. Thank you. I understand that your friend asked you to come here, that he said it was a really cool experience.
He did, yeah. I don't know if I want to be here, though.
Well, that's okay. No, for my own references, which friend was it?
Tigger,
Okay. Yeah, Tigger.
he jumps a lot.
I know he jumps a lot. He broke a crystal, he did. So we won't go into that, but yeah, Tigger, right on. We're really here about you today, though. Since you did come here of your own volition and you wanted to experience something new and exciting and maybe life-changing for you, it's important to bring you through some of the process that we work with when dealing with the crystal bed. Now, the crystal bed works in so many different dimensions. We have got unexplored science that this is fringe science that this is really working with, as well as traditional 3D in the earth science. Things like sound therapy, light therapy, vibration therapy, those are all part of this system.
Sounds amazing. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I know it is amazing, isn't it? The key takeaway from having an experience on the crystal bed is that 1, you're willing, 2, you're trusting in yourself and what's going on that you are going to get exactly what you need. 3, that you create an intention and bring that into your body, into your field, create such a strong emotional, intrinsic state with it that it sends that signal out to the universe. The crystals are going to pick it up and work with it and bring it back as a feedback loop into your body. Now,
Intention?
intention. Let's talk about intention. So at this point, we've, brought the client into our little world of where the crystal bed is. I'm not focusing because I'm not a therapist. I don't have the knowledge or the skill sets to identify what's going on in their life. If you do, go for it. What I am doing is talking about intentions, getting into it, having them feel the intention, verbalize the intention, because what's going to happen is when you speak something, your ears hear it, creates a vibration in the cells in your body, and it creates a truth. Now, the truth is only as strong as, do you believe that this can happen? 100%. And so that's one of the things that we focus with as well. I'm not trying to bring the person into, oh my God, this is super science. No. Keep it simple. Keep it easy. If they want to go there, go with them after the session. But before the session starts, keep it simple and just get them to a state that they can get on the system and really experience something. Pooh,
Yeah,
you enjoying the honey?
yeah. It's really good. Oh my god. This is really good. This is good.
Are you stuck in the cup? Do you need help?
Oh my god. I'm good. I got it. I got it.
Great. So, Pooh, let's focus back here. Let's focus again on what we're doing.
Sorry.
So, we are here because you came here willingly. We want you to create an intention. Now, the intention is going to be something that you want changed in your life.
Like more honey.
Like more honey if you want it. You know, some people go a little deeper. Maybe we can do that at a later time, but let's work with the I want more honey.
Great.
So, in your belief system, do you believe that you are worthy 100% of receiving more honey?
I guess so.
So that's something you may want to look at right now during the intention, that you are willing and deserved of receiving 100% of that honey.
Okay.
Creating the intention, bringing it into your body, into your field, speaking it, verbalizing it, feeling the emotion, the joy, the love that is expressed when you get more honey. So what I would do myself, if I have the intention of I want more honey, when I'm on the crystal bed, just as it's starting, you know, I've put the eye pillow on you and put the headphones on, and we've gotten you all nice and warm and under the blanket, is that I then take that moment, and it may be few, it may be like 2 or 3 moments, and really focus on myself and my truth system and bringing in that energy of more honey. And so the verbalizing that I'm probably going to say is something like, thank you, body, thank you, spirit, or God, or whatever it is that you resonate with. Thank you for allowing me this opportunity right now. I let go of all conditions and controls. I am worthy and deserved of receiving 100% more honey. I have, now this is important, I have 100% more honey in my life right now. It doesn't matter if you do or don't, but what we are doing is setting up the envelope for all of that energy to come in and fulfill that truth that you just created, that you have more honey.
Okay.
Just gotta suspend your belief system for the next 45 minutes while we do this session. And you will start to see results happening in your life. You may have some physical things going on or emotional or whatever it may be. That's okay. But we'll work on that after you do your session. Now, very briefly, when you're doing a session, you may become uncomfortable. That's energy moving in your body, trying to leave. The best, most effective way is to breathe deeply, bringing more love into your body. Feeling love, knowing that this is temporary. Some people completely go to sleep. Some people get all jittery. It's okay. What you're going to experience is whatever you're going to experience. We have created a container of love, joy, peace, harmony, safety. You are perfectly safe doing this. And so with all these beautiful things going on, you're going to have a great session. And so we just identified all these different objectives, thoughts, beliefs, things like that, getting the person onto the bed. And during the session, right before the session, you know, we go through how high the bar is going to be, what the lights are, the color choices, the music choices, things like that. Again, don't get too specific with the client. If they are just like, yeah, just put me on whatever, choose the colors for them, choose the music. If you find that you've got a really sensitive customer, choose something like Beach, or if you have a favorite from Mozart or something, use that. You can use other people's music in this. We have just created it to work optimally with vibration and binaural beats. The thing that I like to think of is that we have a beginning section where you're with the client before the bed, the middle section where the client is on the bed, and then the end section where you're with the client once again, bringing them out, grounding them, and discussing a little bit. So here I am, about 10 minutes before my client comes in, and I'm just preparing the system for their being able to use it today. Some of the things I go over: checking the light bar, making sure all the crystals are still in there, that they're in a good position, turning on the music player, checking the battery level, which is on the upper right corner of it. It has 4 green bars. If there's only 1 bar left, you're going to have to plug that in during the session. So we have the power port on the front of the control box, which you can go ahead and plug this into directly to charge it while they're on. Now, if the FiO is fully charged, don't charge it with that, because you're going to introduce some noise into the headphones and they're going to hear it as a buzz. If you accidentally do that, you know it's going to happen. Just let it go and just be okay with it. But back to the music. If there's a certain track that you're going to play, go ahead and cue that up ahead of time. Check the volume levels by bring that track about a minute or 2 into it. Check the levels on the control knobs over here. Check their vibration and check the headphones. And again, those control knobs you push in to mute, push it back out to unmute. With the headphones, their volume knob does specifically turn itself off, and so you do need to either push on, push off again, or turn the knob about 3 or 4 times, clockwise or counterclockwise, doesn't matter. And that will start up the volume for it. So figure out if they're going to do the full spectrum lighting or not. And if you choose the colors for the lights, go ahead and choose that ahead of time. If you have the client choose it, then leave them and then choose it later. Same goes for the frequencies. If you're not doing anything with the frequencies, leave it set to 111 Hertz. If you're somebody who's going to be playing with the frequencies during it, go ahead and set up your initial frequencies like 532 or something like that. Once we get all that set up, bring the music back to its starting point, push pause, leave the room. You may have to turn the music player back on because it does go into sleep mode and turn off after about 10 minutes. And so with all that done, we can go outside, meet our client, bring them through the process of talking with them, talking about the intentions and things like that, getting them ready, having them take off jewelry, turn off phones, leave those things far away from the machine. A good couple feet at least. Don't leave it underneath the massage table because it's just going to pick up the stray radiation signals from the phone, things like that. And so I also get my pillow ready, my eye pillow, things like that. All right, let's bring on our client. With us today we have Winnie the Pooh.
Hello. Oh.
Well, hello Winnie. You ready for a session?
Oh boy, I am. This is exciting. Do I get my honey afterwards?
Yes, you get your honey afterwards.
Oh, that's fantastic. Hi guys. Oh my God, I'm gonna go out. Oh, I'm gonna go out of my body.
Well, you're not going to go too far because, you know, 100 Acre Woods is right around the corner.
Oh, that's right.
So, do you want a pillow?
Oh, no, it's bigger than me.
Okay. So we'll move the pillow out. Now, do you want your blanket?
Are you kidding me? I'm a bear. I have fur. I am so hot.
Okay, no blanket. But if you do want one for your feet or something, know that it's right down here.
Okay.
Great. We're going to put the headphones on you, and then we're going to do the eye pillow. When you're in session, if you need to adjust the volumes, here is your headphone volume and your vibrations.
Vibrations.
Yes, the vibrations. The bed vibrates.
Wow.
I know, it's amazing. So, do you want to choose the lights?
Oh, you betcha. The color?
Yes, the color.
Ooh. Ooh, honey.
No, this is not honey, this is red. Okay.
Honey.
This is close to honey. I mean, it's yellowish.
I like this one.
Okay. You want us to use this?
Oh, yes.
Okay, great.
Honey, honey, honey.
I know, honey, honey, honey. Okay, gotcha. You already chose the music ahead of time, and we have that ready for you. Now, set your intentions, and when you're setting your intention,
What's an intention?
we went over this earlier, but it's something that you want to manifest in your life.
Like honey?
Yes, like honey. Okay, so set your intention, put it into the crystals, and during the session, allow whatever comes through your energy field, whether it's emotional or physical, breathe through it, allow it to go through. And that will really help the process. And we're going to do the headphones, eye pillow, start you up, come back in 45 minutes. Okay?
Oh, okay.
And just know that the crystals are about a foot away from you, so if you move your hands, you may scrape your hands into the crystals.
Okay.
All right. So at this point, we have Winnie on the bed, we have the lights set up, we have the music playing, we have the frequency set up. We set our watch for about 5 minutes before it goes off, before it's done. Reason being is that, you know, life is what it is. Sometimes we need a little bit more time to get in here. So set your watch, set your timer, whatever it may be, a few minutes before it's done, so you can be ready for them when the session's over. You can set the music player to stop at the end of a session, or you can have it play through. Now, by default, we have these going to play through. You can download the manual to learn how to set the music player in different fashions, but we do that so you can continuously play shorter music tracks. And by all means, play any type of music you want, but I can only recommend the stuff that we send with you, the quantum resonance music. There are some wonderful tracks out there, and there's no right or wrong in what you're doing, because with intention, with love, with joyful compassion, everything that you're doing is in service and perfect. When we come back in, with a few minutes left, I'm going ahead and gently turn down the volumes. I can either do that or just put it on pause. Pause feels a little abrupt for me, so I just turn the volumes down on the player. I then go ahead and raise the bar, take off the eye pillow, but leave the Kleenex on. And the reason being is that people are coming back into their bodies. Light can be very bright and overwhelming for them, so just leave the Kleenex on. Take off their earphones, unless their hair is like covering the earphones and you can't grab them. And then let them know that, okay, the session's over, I'll see you outside. And then we can go through the whole process of what you've experienced and things like that. Okay, Winnie. I'll see you outside when you're ready to get up. And then we can go through all the wonderful things you've experienced. And so this part of the system is done. Getting your client off there, bringing them into another room, another area, decompressing with them, teaching them the grounding, things like that, what they've experienced, the emotional things that may come up over the course of the next few days, because we are dealing with the emotional body, the physical body, mental, all of it is being recalibrated. And so this is a very intense experience for somebody, and just letting them know to be gentle on themselves. All right, Pooh. You came back from your session. How do you feel?
Wow, that was intense. I saw like so many, oh, I don't even know what I saw. I saw pots of honey everywhere and fields and the 100-acre woods, and you and Christopher Robbins were playing with Tigger, and it was so cool.
Okay, great. That sounds amazing. So you had a great experience.
There was some stuff where I was feeling a little uncomfortable. My tummy was a little achy.
I could have been the honey before the session.
Well, maybe.
Maybe you should switch to Manuka honey. That's very healing from what I understand. So Pooh, you went through the session, and you're going to possibly, each person's different, you're going to possibly be experiencing things over the next few days. Some emotional release. Be gentle with yourself. Don't take things personally or too serious in this stage, because you are releasing stuck energy that was in your cells. So through the vibration, through the light, through the scalar energy, all of this created a field for your cells to start to disengage the old patterns and rebuild based in healthy new ones. And with that, it's if you want to see lasting changes with this, I really encourage you to come twice a week for 1 month. The reason being is that the cells in your body, different cells like the heart regenerates faster than, say, the skin or something like that. The stomach lining regenerates all the time versus a kidney or a liver, which takes longer to regenerate. So that is why a different regeneration timetable requires us to be within that envelope for 30 days, 30 to 35 days. If we can get you in that, you will see lasting changes, because you will have captured all the different cells at that point during the regeneration process in the same container. And when we do that, magic happens.
Tell me more about the scalar energy.
So you may have things coming up with your client where they want to know more things about the scalar energy. Encourage them, frequencies, encourage them to do their own research too. Your time is valuable, their time is valuable. Part of this is a learning process for them as well. You can go into it as much as you can. I don't expect people to be, on top of everything and be the Nassim Haramein of, science. You're just not. I am not. I am spending all my time building these things. I have very little time to do research. And so, we have these different energies coming in, questions, things like that. So, be reasonable with all of it. Pooh, I'd love to go into some more detail about this. My time is short, and what I would recommend is that you Google things like scalar energy, frequencies, binaural beats. Start to brush up on them a little bit yourself. I can say that the crystal bed works in conjunction with sound, light, vibration, frequency, scalar energy, all of these things coming together to create an envelope for you to sit in to have the greatest, most potent experience. What can I say? It's as simple as that. Thanks, Pooh. Have a great day. Send your client off. In Pooh's case, give him a thing of honey. Reschedule or not reschedule, but schedule a second time around, a third, a fourth. Sometimes we do packages. I see a lot of owners doing packages of 4 or 5, maybe 6, giving a little special in that. Getting the client's email so you can send out monthly email blasts with specials, things like that, keeping the energy going. Maybe forwarding with that email blast a snippet of information from Scalar that you read somewhere. Sending them to our website to learn more. We do have lots and lots of different articles available. So that's what is happening. So thanks so much.